The challenger on my right, fighting out of the red corner with a record of 23 wins and 1 defeat. He has 11 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the battle-ready southpaw top contender, introducing Chordale Booker. And his opponent across the ring, the defending world champion, ready to go in the blue corner, wearing blue trunks. The fine record of 21 wins, 1 loss and 1 draw. He has 13 wins coming by way of knockout. The all-action, newly crowned, unified WBC and WBO super welterweight champion of the world, known as the Towering Inferno, introducing Sebastian Fundora.
Everything under the letters and above is going to be good. Everything white letters underneath here is up is good. Guys, got my instructions in the back. Protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands. Touch them up. Back to your corner, gentlemen.
That was then. This is now. What will we see out of Fundora in the early going? Immediately, the jab. Good start.
Well, to double down on that loss for Booker.
Yeah, when it is one fighter and the other one comes in heavier, it tells you that the other one's probably dehydrated. But both of them coming in below the weight class, I think they're just physically ready. They're pros.
They're professionals, a championship fight. And for Booker, he wants to make it ugly, make it smart, land early, land clean. And of course, when facing Fundora, Abner, you've got to weather the storm of strikes like a parka.
Big jab. It's just that not being in the line of fire goes a long way for a guy who has a great chin, but doesn't always need to rely on it every single fight.
Already throwing 3-1, out throwing Booker 3-1 is Fundora. And Fundora both lefties. There's a right hook, a lead right hook by Booker. And of course we saw Zhu land the right hand last March against Fundora early in the fight.
He seemed to land it at will early on against Fundora.
And we've seen Fundora, just like Elijah Garcia earlier tonight, who, by the way, wow.
He wants to be a star. He's not afraid to go through hell to get there.
That right hand has been effective for Fundora with the jab and that curling right hook, and now Booker backing up.
I want to see Fundora cut off the ring now. He's following Booker all around the ring. Good jab, but cut off the ring. And once you do that, make sure...
If Fundora's going to command this distance with his jabs, it's going to be hard for Booker to land enough punches to win these rounds.
Tim Zhu-like right hand that landed there for Chordale Booker, and again, he's facing the tallest man ever to win a title, 154 pounds, and Sebastian, who's 6'3", and right now Fundora, and of course Jamel Charlo in recess, you know, still the lineal champion. There's so many names. We have Xander Zayas here tonight. I mean, there's so many people. Keith Thurman,
Buenos Dias, I can keep going.
Keep going.
But there was a chip on his shoulder this time, Abner. We talked about him too. He's getting sick and tired of being asked, you know, about the fact, you know, as he said, he's not a novelty actor. You know, we call them different names. He's a guy who wants to prove that he is the man at 154 pounds. And yes, he's a nice guy.
Even when he loses, it's exciting.
And at his best, he puts so much pressure on his opponents with that swarming style.
Yep, he's already crashed the 100-punch thrown mark in this fight, just round 2.
That jab. Look how he walks in with the straight, with his head up high. So he's got to counter that Booker, but he's on his back foot. So it's going to be difficult for him to come back with something.
Yeah, Fundora, Abner mentioned it, Brian. He needs to cut off the ring because he's just following Booker around, and Booker's just moving. There's not a lot of sustained action here. The jab from Fundora's landing. But there's that right hand. That right hand counter is always going to be there. Fundora really needs to be cognizant of that. You would think that they would make adjustments in exclamation point, who would hope to end this evening with an exclamation point. We are through 2 rounds of our championship fight in Las Vegas.
Time right there.
Jabs around, although in this fight, Fundora's landing a lot more jabs. He's landing about 7 or 8 a round. So a good start for Fundora in that department.
If Booker is unable to hurt Fundora, he's going to have to outwork him. He's going to have to work behind that jab, throw combinations like he's doing right here.
Yeah, be first. He's got to take that jab away from Fundora. Let his
to the body.
And working the inside. I mean, you get those moments right there. They're free. You get your space.
Needs to ground. There's those right hands from Booker. Blocked by the high peekaboo guard of Fundora.
Jab, and then he steps away. He's got to work his way inside. stay in there. Body shots, uppercuts, and then turn him.
This is the most active output we've seen so far from Booker. He definitely does not want to be on the ropes as Fundora is literally punching down at him with that big left hand.
Financial hubs just outside New York City. It's better known for hedge funds than haymakers, but Booker wants to stamp his name in the history books as the first Stamford-born boxing champion. What about the first Connecticut-born PBC analyst? How are you handling your
pretty good announcer for Connecticut.
Whoa!
Let him go.
Yes, you're right. I agree with you. On the verge of really tasting the pressure of Fundora.
Fundora noticed that he hurt him, that he got him with some nice left hands as the straight and the uppercut as well. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
That was a great shot from Booker.
That was a big left hand.
Another left hand for Booker, but the counter right by Fundora stops the momentum. Final 10 seconds.
Fundora's bleeding from the nose here.
Third round comes to a close.
Gentlemen.
As we make it a Plant family affair. Coke, if Fundora has his ways, a little explosive here in the fourth. Thank you, sir. Oh, look, Booker trying to sit down and punches again, and he lands that right because Fundora stands straight up right in front of you.
Overhand.
He doesn't move his head.
Overhand right, overhand left are going to land at will if you're Booker. You want to continue to throw those shots. Get Fundora's attention.
Consistently, he's opened this round with a flurry of those, and I think fighting in the trenches, Abner, could favor Booker at times here.
And it did right there, just when you called that, he landed a beautiful uppercut in the inside. So yeah, you might want to stay there for a little bit longer.
Even more offense from Sebastian Fundora, now going to the body, chopping away at Booker. Midpoint of the fourth, and Fundora beginning to wear down Chordale Booker. The forearms, and it wasn't, right? I mean, Zoo just leaned in. It was an accident.
It was an accident, exactly. And again, Fundora again pushing back Booker, doing exactly how he fights, pressing,
chopping.
Right now.
Booker bleeding from the nose once again as the onslaught continues from Fundora.
Double uppercut on the inside. Booker backing up. Booker's hurt. Trying to hold on like the veteran. He goes down. Here in round 4.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Joy.
Towering Inferno. Fundora looking to burn the house down here in Las Vegas.
That's the second time Booker has been down in his career.
The first time was a bad loss, and it's over. Sebastian Fundora takes care of business. He defends the unified 154-pound title.
And in the inside, Fundora, like always, doing damage. The uppercut, the straight left. I mean, there's so much power behind those hands from Sebastian Fundora.
Second siblings to win championship, brother and sister, since the Yamanakas in Japan, but Chordale Booker disconsolate, dejected, gave it all he could, but huge underdog for a reason. Sebastian Fundora.
Set up jab and the uppercut. Again, walking in straight with the uppercut. And he doesn't even have to bend his knees. The power comes from the torque. How he turns the punch. Sebastian Fundora. Beautiful turned uppercut. And Booker, again, trying to be in this fight, trying to hold. But again, it was too much.
We talked about one of the keys for Fundora being volume breaks rhythm, and the volume, over 100 punches thrown through the 3 rounds into the fourth, and then the referee saw enough. Thomas Taylor intervened, saving Booker to fight for another day and giving Sebastian Fundora another impressive win.
Another impressive win.
Thomas Taylor stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout, and still the unified WBC and WBO super welterweight champion of the world, the towering Inferno, Sebastian Fundora.